Yo, listen, man. It's your boy DJ Scripz. We're back in the building. Today we have a very special interview. We have Luc Stephen in the building. Now, if you don't know who Luc Stephen is, look how I'm dressing. That's all you need to know. Today's the show. When I say the show, I'm talking about Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick. And yes, we on. You know what I'm saying? So we here in the building with Luc Stephen. Luc Stephen is, a peer of mine. He's from the same country I'm from, and you guys always
Haiti.
know. That's right. He's from Haiti. I'm always repping the Zoes, always talking about Haiti. And there's a similarity between me and Luc Stephen, right? But before we get into that, we have to talk about the drip. Because I'm thinking Luc Stephen was just going to come here regular. So what I did was I had to go to one of my closets. I had to find the 80s closet. Listen, man, if you're not into fashion, you do not understand this. But I'm going to break it down to you. You know what I'm saying? During the 80s, man. So we're going to go through the drip. This is Luc Stephen right here. If you didn't know Luc Stephen during the 80s, this is exactly how Luc Stephen used to dress with the gazelles, the Sergio Tacchini suit, and the Bally's. The Bally's was only made for special hustlers. You know what I'm saying? If you were not a special hustler, you could not afford those shoes. You see these right here? A lot of motherfuckers know about these. You know what I'm saying? But you had to be an OG. You had to be on the block. You really had to be getting money to be wearing suede Bally's or all leather Bally's. Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
There you go, you know what I'm saying? So I had to surprise them. Usually when my guests come here, I dress based on their style and what they do. And that's, you know what I'm saying, because I'm a stylist. People don't really believe that, but you better do your research. So during Luc Stephen time, that's what was popping. It was the Bally's, the Sergio Tacchinis, the Elises, the Felines, the Adidas suit, the Le Coq Sportif.
Yes.
You know, and you know what? One thing I like about Luc Stephen, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm heavy into fashion, right? Luc Stephen move with the times. Because I know a lot of OGs like Luc Stephen, they still dressed like they're in the 60s or the 70s, you know what I'm saying? As you can see, Luc Stephen drip is up to date, 2023. Louis Vuitton, right?
Balenciaga boots.
But I thought that was Prada's.
No, it was
I think she Balenciaga boots, and he got the chain on representing his company.
Second Chance Enterprise.
That's right. So you see the drip is all intact. The guy been doing this since the 80s, man. He ain't fall off one bit. And that's one thing I like about him, because all the other dudes that's telling war stories, man, they don't even look fresh, man. They don't look fresh. Because I look at the fresh, man. I look at the fresh, and I look at, your mindset and where you're going with what you got going on. Now, Luc Stephen is from Haiti just like me. Luc Stephen left Haiti at a very young age just like me. Now, the only thing is when you came here, you know how to speak French?
No, I came here when I was 2 years old.
He came when he was 2. I came when I was 4 or 5, right? Now, the only difference, well, we have very similarity. Luc Stephen family was in politics, my family. The only difference is Luc Stephen family separated, mine stay intact, And
that's a good thing. And you can see the difference from the family that stayed intact and from the family that separated.
Well, listen, man, we all have our advantage.
You did good.
What you said?
You went to school. You did good. You made your parents proud. I am just now making my parents proud.
Oh, wow.
Just not here to see that.
Wow. So now I have a myriad of questions to ask Luc Stephen.
Okay.
Luc Stephen came here when he was 2. We're going to try to dig a little bit. Now, Mr. Luc Stephen.
Could you just call me Luke?
Okay,
Luc Stephen is too long.
It's
just
Luke.
too long.
Okay, Mr. Luke.
No, not Mr. Luke.
Luke, Uncle Luke.
Okay.
All right?
You can call me Luke. Everyone calls me Unc. That's good. That works.
Uncle Luke, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm trying to be polite here. I'm sitting with an OG. Now, you said you left Haiti at 2 years old.
Yes.
Right? Now, where in Haiti were you born?
Port-au-Prince.
Where in Port-au-Prince?
I don't know.
See?
I don't know.
At least I know where in Haiti I was born, right? But it's okay. It's okay, so you don't know exactly. You never did any research on that to find out?
No. I mean, I can always just call my sister. She'll tell me. I think I might have been born in the house.
Born in the house, where the house was located, because Port-au-Prince is a town.
Well,
right?
I guess if my father was into politics, not that him and my mother was married, but I'm sure that we were up on, what's the place that's on the hill? What's that called?
You asking me?
Yes, brother.
You better make a phone call in Haiti, man,
Okay.
and ask him what's that place.
All I gotta do is call my sister.
All right, because Port-au-Prince is kind of like a borough and within Haiti. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have you have Queens, you have Staten Island, so you have Port-au-Prince, and then you have Pétionville, and these are
Pétionville.
So you came from Port-au-Prince. Pétionville is kind of outside of Port-au-Prince.
Okay.
So you were born in Pétionville. Pétionville had all the middle class and upper class people over there.
Yes.
Right? It's a beautiful place. And they have some beautiful hotels. So that's the mountain you're talking about.
Yes.
Pétionville, okay, boom. And Pétionville, you have different places. You have La Boule, you have Kenskoff, and you have Montagne Noir or something Montagne. And I was there. I can't believe it's not coming in my head. But you have many different places in Pétionville. You have Pèlerin. You have Pèlerin also. And La Boule is a beautiful place. And also Kenskoff is a very nice place. It's very chilly up there when you go up there. Very nice place. So that's where you came from.
Yes.
So you were born in money.
I can't say because I can't remember.
You can't remember. So, okay, what year exactly you came to the United States?
62.
1962.
Before you was born.
Jesus Christ! OG came 1962. Wow, this is incredible. So now, your father is a stateman.
Yes.
Stateman, right? Mm-hmm. And your mother, what role your mother? What was your mother?
She was a seamstress.
She was a seamstress. So now...
Or now I guess you would call her, in today's world, you wouldn't call her a seamstress. You would call her, what do they... someone that does a designer.
Okay, she was a designer. She was a designer.
Now, that's the term.
Yeah, fashion designer. Yeah. She was a seamstress back then and now fashion designer.
That's what you would call her now.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So now... Your parents decided... Did they decide to leave Haiti? Or something happened that made them not to leave Haiti?
Well, what happened is Papa Doc, who was the dictator at the time, had 2 assassination attempts on my father. So the second one, they said my mother saved him. And after that, she was just out of there.
So, okay.
So she boogied, and then he might have came after. So I guess once that happened, I didn't get the details like my oldest brothers told me from my father's side. They tell me the stories because we just reconnected like right before the pandemic. So every Thanksgiving, the Stephen family gets together for Thanksgiving.
And now you get a logistic of the stories.
Yes, they give me they tell us the stories. They tell me the stories. Okay. So once that happened, Mama Love was gone.
That was one of the catalysts that caused the separation between your father and your mother.
Yes. Your
father was involved in politics. What, he wasn't a Duvalier? He wasn't down with Duvalier?
Oh, no, he was against him.
He was against him. So he was working. Oh Jesus! He was in the government and against Duvalier.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not smart. That is not wise.
I mean,
man.
he was from the stories that I hear, he was for the people.
He was for the people.
He was for the people.
Working for the government. As a what? As a senator?
As a senator.
Oh man, Duvalier don't play that.
Yeah.
It's either you ride with him or you lay down, baby. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's no you riding with me and you against me. Nah, we don't do that. Oh wow. So now he in Haiti. He was there. He stayed there.
Well, once they separated and I came here, my mother didn't let him come close to us because I guess the fear,
she was scared.
The danger. Like like my sisters would tell me like again, like once he passed away and they sending me newspaper clippings of him. I'm like, well, this guy lived in Rosedale, which is 5 minutes from Jamaica. So I'm like, damn, all this time that he was here. He didn't try to connect. He didn't try to look for him. Like, yo, what's up? But my brothers and them were saying, like, yo, we've been looking for you for the longest. But
hold on a minute. Wait a minute. This story is very interesting. Your father lived in Rosedale, Long Island. Typical Haitian with money.
Yes.
Now
he was a professor at Columbia University.
He was a professor at Columbia University. Where I did my intern. Well, I didn't do my intern there. I did it in the hospital. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it was at Columbia, and that I found out once they did the article when he passed. Then it would say,
"What was he teaching over there?" Oh, you don't know? Maybe political science.
Maybe so.
Okay. Wow. So he never tried to reach
I saw
out
him
to
one time, and when he came and seen me with my brother, he came to my sister's house. I was into the streets.
You were already deep in the streets.
Bro,
hanging with Supreme in them.
It's a red Benz parked outside. It's a BMW around the corner. So it's like he talking, but I ain't seen you all my life. So it's like, what could you say but hello?
Well, you had resistance.
I couldn't even say I had resistance. I'm just saying
you didn't know how to connect.
I was indifferent because again, you're there. I don't know none of your history because we ain't sit down and talk. My Creole ain't good, so it's like, yo, came there, hey, how you doing? All right, blah 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 blah. Yo, I gotta.
Oh, you already? Well, how old were you? How old were you when that happened? You were a teenager?
Teenager.
All right, so you already got your gold jewelry on. You already got your brand name clothes on, your fila on, and some Haitian dude you ain't see for 30 years popped up, and he gonna try to tell you something. Yeah. You oh man, okay, I got it. That makes sense. So now your mother came here, you guys moved to Boston. How long did you guys stay in Boston for?
I stayed in Boston until it was time to go to high school.
So you stayed till it was time to go to high school?
Yes, in Boston they had desegregation, which was busing. And once the busing started, back then, Boston was a very racist town.
Really?
Very racist. Like they was bringing kids into the white neighborhoods to go to school, and they didn't like that too much. They used to throw rocks at the bus,
Oh wow!
Kill the fucking nigga apes. Like,
so you really witnessed this Martin Luther King stuff, this civil rights movement going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I mean, that made you stronger. That made you stronger and more political.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So you left Boston after high school.
Came to New York.
Where in New York?
Southside, Jamaica.
Southside Jamaica, Queens.
Mm-hmm.
The infamous Southside. Okay. So now, when you were in Southside, because I know, how old were you at that time when you got to Southside?
14, 15.
Oh, 14. Oh, my goodness. So now you want the girls, you want the clothes, you want everything. And you were not listening.
Once I went to school, like the first year was good. 90s, basketball.
Oh, you used to play basketball?
Yeah.
Point guard?
Yeah, Andrew Jackson, point guard.
So I know. Come on, man. I'm a baller myself.
Oh, really?
Of course.
You can't play.
Small. You bugging, man.
Okay,
small forward, baby. Listen, man, I see people talking online. I was good.
Okay.
It's just that, when you misguided and you misinformed about certain things, you don't take full opportunity of your potentials. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Yeah, man. So you played point guard. So you played the one. Mm-hmm. Played the one. Can you switch?
Damn.
Come on, man.
Ooh, you know about the one too.
Come on, man.
The one and the two. Okay. All right.
What's up with this guy, man?
Yo,
come on, man. You're not putting the ball in here, baby.
I never knew you played basketball.
I did everything. The only thing I haven't done yet is find me a spaceship to go to outer space, man. But we're gonna work on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now you play basketball. Now, as a young Haitian growing up in a Haitian household, I know how that is. Mm-hmm. Can nobody tell me about that? I could write a book on that. I could write movies on it. I could make jokes about it. I could write skits on it. Now, how was that for you? How tough was your mother? Or how smooth was your mother?
My mother was extra hard.
Why?
I was the baby.
Or because you were the youngest?
I was the youngest.
You the youngest?
I had 5 sisters. I was the youngest.
Hold up. You the youngest?
Yeah.
I'm the youngest.
Okay, that's another thing in common. So I had 5 sisters, and so I guess you could say I was spoiled. And of course, probably because of situations with my father, it was like my mother was very strict. Like when the lights go out,
you better be inside.
You better be home. Lights, and I even back then, it's like the lights is out. I'm still running
trying to
around.
figure things out.
Yeah, I mean, different things that I had a childhood, so it's like whether it's tag, whether it's exploring, whether it's going to catch frogs in the water, I'm not coming home when the lights is out, and she's there with the belt.
Luke the Explorer. Okay, so you got hit with a few times.
I got hit with a few times.
Was she vicious with it, or she was just?
No. She was vicious, but her favorite thing was go stand in the corner.
Oh wow. So okay, from now, you like 12, 13,
yeah.
And now you're filling the neighborhood out. 14, you're filling the neighborhood out. When did your tentacles, your antennas went up, and you start saying, "I love the street life. I'm gonna start hustling"?
No. What happened is that I was going to Andrew Jackson. So
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson was a predominantly black school. It was a basketball powerhouse in Queens.
Okay.
So again, you start discovering the girls, you start discovering the clothes. So 10th grade, I'm like at a 42C. From 9th grade, when I'm getting 90s. So from a 42C, it's like, you know, she's telling me, don't mess with this girl, don't mess with that girl. And
who's telling you, your mom?
My mother.
You know we're not gonna listen.
Of course I didn't. So it's like, you know, one day it's like, yo, go stand in the corner, and man, fuck that. I walk out. I'm not standing in no corner.
So you walked out and never came back?
I walked out, and listen, we're Haitian, so we have pride. So you know I'm not gonna come back till I'm straight. When I'm gonna come back, I'm giving you some money, Mom.
So where you went? You're young. How old were you when you walked out?
I'd be 15.
You walked out. Where did you go?
Well, you know, I met people, and it's just like, you know.
So you met your compadres. You met your hustlers.
And they
met your hustler friends.
Hey, stay over here, and you know, I stayed over there.
Do you have any name? Who was the first?
Wack and AJ.
Wack and AJ. How notorious were they?
Wack was a sneak thief.
He was a sneak thief.
Yeah, but
describe a sneak thief, because people may not know what a sneak thief is.
So sneak thief is basically, we would go to the city. Back then, they didn't have like ATMs back then. So if you went to a club or a bar, the proceeds from the night would be in money bags in the office to go make the bank deposit when the bank opened, which is 9 o'clock. So we're going out like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, when they cleaning up and they putting stuff together. So I was very small then, little person, so it was just like sneaking. You know, someone might come in looking for a job. Office door might be, say, right next to me here, and friend might come in and he's taking them to the window. Hey, I do, whatever, you're gonna pull them. So you call him a puller. Hey, I can do your windows, I can do this.
Distracted, you distracted. Okay.
Guy comes over there, blah, blah, blah. I sneak in.
Grab the bags.
Whatever.
You never got caught doing that?
One time.
What was the repercussion?
I was underage, so...
Went to Spotify?
No, I didn't go nowhere. They let you go.
Okay, they let you go. So
I think I went in a car wash. It was like a money bag. I didn't know what was in it, but me and my cousin took it. It was $1,000.
Okay, so typical hood stuff, right? We start off, stealing little cash here and there, and the hunger grows, because now from Fila sneakers, Nike sneakers, now we want Mercedes, we want BMWs, we want Toyotas, Crusaders, right? Sterling. I don't remember what the Sterling was. Of course you know that, man. That was your time. So now, how did you find yourself to get involved with the underworld? Now, when I read your bio, I see your infamous documentary on BET, American Gangster. Is Poppy Mason and Fat Cat the same person or two individuals?
Two individuals.
Okay, now how did you link up with them?
Well, I used to be in Lincoln Park, and when Cat came home, I knew his niece. He was cool. We would mess around from time to time. She introduced me to him, but he didn't deal with me on the strength of her. He dealt with me on the strength of how I hustled. So you were a hustler. They put me with someone, and basically he wasn't really on his job. He couldn't handle me because I was just doing too much.
Too fast.
Yeah.
Too smart.
So then after that, he kind of like started rocking with me, and then the rest was history.
What were y'all hustling?
When we first started, heroin or dope.
Really? You see Uncle Luke not playing out here.
Yeah, then when I came from jail, it turned into cocaine.
Really?
Yeah. Cocaine,
so how many?
Cocaine was where the legacy came from.
Okay, so you started, sneak thieving, and then you went.
When was a drug dealer.
Okay, so now you said you how many times you got incarcerated?
I've been incarcerated a total of 3 times in my life.
So when did you... 2
state bids in 1 federal.
It's so crazy. I prepared this whole show, but now it's going in a whole new direction, because I wasn't expecting for you to be so candid with your answers. Did you know sometimes?
What did you... I mean, you go on the internet. I'm on Vlad. I'm on...
I got you. But you listen. I respect people's privacy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to talk about...
It's not private, but we're not going to stay on this all day.
No, we're not. Okay, good. Listen, that's more than enough, man. That's more than enough. Okay. So now you started hustling. So now, How did you tie in with the Supreme teams?
Because of Fat Cat.
Well,
Fat Cat used to handle a lot of the crews around there. And
what was his role in the Supremes?
He was a supplier at one time.
For the Supremes?
Yeah, for the Supreme team, not the Supreme.
The Supreme team.
he was a supplier at one time.
Okay.
At one time, Preem is, he's a hustler. He's a hustler. So he did his thing and he ventured on and got his own way. But even though he was getting supplied, he still always had his own squad.
Were you cool with?
Just like I have my squad.
Were you cool with Preem?
Of course.
Oh, really?
Everything is one big happy family.
Well,
Queens.
dope, man. So how was Preem, man, as a person, man?
As a person, he was good and he still is good. A great person, does what he says he's going to do. I'm doing a documentary on his case today.
Proven innocent.
Well, actually, now the name is The Mundane Truth. It started off as Witness for the Defense, but it's the Mundane Truth. Because the mundane means boring. Like, you want to hear about...
Mundane mean what? Repeat that?
Mundane means it's like the